think that's it now. I think I fixed it. Is it working now? Is it working now? I don't know. Does anyone care? Who cares? Who cares? Put that down to computer error, software error, rather than human error. Can we do that? I think we do that. I don't want to do it now. I've completely gone off the idea. You know, should we? I think we'll go off the. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it now. You know, you get all excited. You get your not that I get an adrenaline rush because I'm dead inside, but you know, you take a run at it. You press the broadcast button, and then it collapses in a heap like a badly prepared meringue. Anyway, we're on the Daily Mail website. We go there, so you don't have to. What's the top story? Let's have a look. Let's look at the news. Let's look at the news, shall we? Let's pretend nothing happened. Let's pretend everything was fine. I don't even know if I want to check the stream or not. Oh, it seems to be working now. Oh, there's people in. Is it working? So there was software error. So I'm just reading people. It's all good now. Good. It was software. It was stuttering like a, you know, it's just. I feel really. I just feel like not doing it. I don't want to do it now. Just the missus is looking at me all disappointed, so I've got to do it. I'm saying that the future missus, not at the moment. She's not here. Dog's here. Do dog cam. Let's do dog cam instead. That is a dog. Look. Hello, dog. Hello. Yeah, well, that's just too much fun. Anyway, what's on the Daily Mail website? Oh, J.K. Rowling, right. Abusive former husband claims that he helped her write Harry Potter. How long's it taken him to come out with that, eh? In a sensational podcast, what now? What, you want to go out? But then you want to come back in again. I'm trying to broadcast. Now I'm going to open the door. I don't want to see you again. All right. Go on. Off you go. Oh, I see. Both your tennis balls are outside. Both the tennis balls were in the passage. She's obsessed with them. Yeah, anyway, the writer said, that's J.K. Rowling, said in a podcast that her ex kept pages of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone as hostage when their marriage broke down, right? And she said she even feared that he would burn the pages, right? But he's retorted and said that he denied he'd even taken the book and made the claim that he outright it. Yeah, in a bizarre rant from his home in Portugal, he said, I don't know why she's saying what she's saying there. Maybe she's delirious from 3 years of COVID lockdown. I'm surprised when I read about this. I deny it. It doesn't make any sense. Why would I do something like that? Maybe you should ask her. But he did admit to slapping her about a bit. So there you go. And here he is with J.K. Rowling, before they obviously split up. But there you go. So, yeah, they tied the knot in 1992. But yeah. But yeah, it was an acrimonious split, so, well, there you go. Maybe he did right. Who knows? Do you want to be taller? Go on, admit it. Do you want to be taller? Well, according to research, right? This is research from the University of Padua in Italy. Right? if you wish to be told, it could be a sign that you're a psychopath. Yeah, it feeds into what's known as the dark triad. These traits include psychopathy, narcissism, Machiavellianism. I think I've been accused of all three of those, thanks to my YouTube channel. Shorter people, especially those who wish they were taller, are more characterised by traits that are likely to make them show off, to be confrontational and interested in power, said lead author of the study, Peter K. Johansson of the University of Padua in Italy. Well, again, those people are known as short man syndrome. You heard of short man? Napoleon syndrome, isn't it? They're small people often got something to prove. He added, one of the reasons these traits become so popular to study is the contention that they might be adaptive, albeit socially undesirable, solutions to attaining status, mate survival, calibrated on both dispositional features like the ability to compete and the context one grew up in and one's current circumstances. Short men tend to have more narcissistic traits than short women. There you go. And they've included a picture of Christian Bale as Patrick Bateman in American Psycho. He never complains of being too short in that, does he? Don't think so. Don't think his height was ever mentioned. But there you go. If you wish you were tall, you're probably a bit nutty in the brain department. Oh, this is breaking news. Betty Boothroyd, the first female common speaker, has died aged 93. She was good. I liked her. That's back in the day when I used to watch Parliament. I don't watch it now. Don't watch it. Meanwhile, the EU's Ursula von der Leyen, boo, hiss, boo, is going to meet King Charlie. Yeah, they're meeting up. Apparently it's to do with the new deal for Northern Ireland. They're calling it the Windsor deal on the Daily Mail website. But they're asking, can Rishi finally settle Brexit? But I thought Boris got Brexit done. Didn't he? Didn't no. Didn't Boris get Brexit done? Anyway, I've got this is a new invention from China. Yeah, this is it's a new device that allows people well, I'm going to show you. It allows you to kiss other people remotely. It's like, I mean, yeah, they're not going to be using it for that, are they? Yeah, it's like an electronic mouth with the silicone lips. I mean, yeah, created by an engineer in China, the miracle device has moving silicone mouthpiece that lets you kiss your partner remotely. It even transmits smooching sounds to make it as realistic as possible. We're doomed. We're doomed as a species. Apparently, you connect it via your phone. You connect it to the mic, and yeah, this was the device has been invented and patented by the Changzhou Vocational Institute of Mechatronic Technology in Eastern China. That doesn't sound weird at all, does it? Yang Zhongli, one of the inventors, told the Global Times, in my university I was in a long distance relationship with my girlfriend. We only had contact with each other through the phone, and that's where the inspiration for the device originated. And so yeah, you basically insert the smartphone into the top of it, and you can smooch away. One set of lips is priced 30 quid, but you can get a pair for 66. That's more money, isn't it? That's described. Anyway, let's have a look. Here's a close-up of the lips. Mind you, if you want some styled on Mick Jagger, it's going to cost you double. I don't write any of this. I make it up as I go along. It's called improvisation. But one buyer, the customer feedback has been a bit. One buyer said, my partner didn't believe remote kissing could be achieved at first, so her jaw dropped when we started using it. This is the best surprise I've given her during our long distance relationship. Thank you, technology. Another offered the slightly more intimate suggestion of, it's wonderful, but where's the tongue? I was going to go there. They reckon 100 devices have already been sold every month, but they're hoping to ramp up production. And here is somebody actually using the device. Yeah, this is something that could happen in the future. Do you drive? I don't. Don't know if saved me a lot of money. Let's see if I can get the story to come on. Daily Mail website. You can do it. Yeah, they reckon that in the future you could all be facing tyre tax because of the emissions. You know, the particulates. Again, we've talked about this before, but we talk about, pollution from like car engines, but one of the biggest pollutants are tyres, because when they move along the road, they degrade and they push out what they know as particulates, very small, tiny little carcinogens. Yeah, and in the future, tyre tax. But seeing as the story's not opening for some reason, because you know what Daily Mail's like. Come on, Daily Mail, one more go. You can do it. You're just going to have to imagine what that's. I'm going to try another browser because I don't know. I'm probably not even broadcasting. See, that worked on that one. Funny that. Weird. I can read the story now. Oh, if only this was carefully edited together skillfully without any mistakes, this would look so much more professional. Ministers at the Department of Transport have hired consultants to advise on how to deal with emissions that scientists say are more dangerous than the fumes. Yeah, the particulates from tyres. And they've got a picture of a tyre, just in case, well, you might have forgotten what one looks like. They reckon it's a real growing problem. The government spokesman said, we want to better understand the impacts of non-exhaust emissions such as tyres on the environment, which is why we're conducting research, because they've hired a consultancy to look into this, you see. The research was not commissioned to inform tax policy developments. They're denying the tax, but come on, let's be honest, you're going to pay, aren't you? As we continue to deliver our target on net zero by 2050, we're committed to keeping the switch to electric vehicles affordable to consumers, which is why we're spending billions to help incentivise uptake. Yeah, of course. Combine that with the ULEZ, which is still, it's not a problem. Should we go? What do people really want to know about? Vegetables. Lidl has become the 5th supermarket to ration vegetables. Yeah. The discount store is going to limit how many peppers, cucumbers and tomatoes you're going to have. And here there's a little handy infogram here to tell you which, because I don't know about you, but it's February, it's bleeding cold out there, and I never once during these colder months think to myself, do you know what I want? I want a nice cold salad. Dish it up now. I want a salad, please. Some nice cold lettuce in my sandwich with some nice cold cucumber. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just giving them a reason. Anyway, who remembers the good old days when we had rickets? Look that one up. There's more. Look at the shelves. Look. But you can get whatever that is, and whatever those are. Get leeks. Have a leek. You can get winter vegetables, but none of that summer stuff. Seasonal vegetables we used to call them. Remember, I keep saying you got to have lettuce and tomatoes. Well, one reason, but the actual main reason is because British farmers have turned off all their electricity because of the cost of electricity. Because our subsequent governments since the time of Thatcher, have let us down. And that's why we're here. Thank you, Mrs. T. I wish she was alive just to see the mess she created. And that's why we haven't got any vegetables. It's the British farmers being selfish. But I've done it again. I've managed to merge 2 stories into one: vegetables and Ofgem. Good news, everybody. The energy price cap has been reduced by nearly £1,000. Ofgem today is dropping the cap on energy supplies. So it's gone down from £4,279 to £3,280. Isn't that good? Isn't that good? No, it's not good, because bills are still set to rise by an average of £500. And with the government withdrawing any support that they're doing, so don't expect to get any tomatoes or any lettuce anytime soon. Citizens Advice Chief Executive Dame Claire Moriarty has hit out, saying that the number of people who cannot afford their energy bill will double. She said the increase will spell catastrophe for millions of households without further support from the government. And Ofgem Chief Jonathan Brearley said, however, prices are likely to fall back to the level we saw before the energy crisis. No shit. So better start burning the furniture then. Really. But good news. I've got good news for you, right? Bird flu does not appear to be spreading between humans. And this was from Cambodia, right? They were worried because they had bird flu in Cambodia. Of course they did. Of course. The father of an 11-year-old girl who died from bird flu had also got infected, you see. But they reckon everything's fine. Or Vandine, Cambodia's health secretary, added, however, the possibility can't be definitively ruled out. Oh, wait a minute. 1 minute you're saying we're fine, next minute you're not so sure. Make your bloody mind up. But here they are, educating villagers about HN51. So, bird flu. Mate, I wish they'd make their mind up. Being a ding. Oh, and today the age of getting married's gone up. 16 to 18. Now you've just got to raise the age of consent. So yeah, the age to get married rises, and it's been brought in to protect children from being forced into arranged marriages, including non-legally binding traditional ceremonies. Yeah, there you go. So that's good. Meanwhile, should we get some Putin news? Putin, poor old Putin. His £274 million spy plane. Here it is. Looks kind of impressive. You can tell it's a spy plane because it's got a big radar dish. Look at that. Yeah, that is a Russian A-50 surveillance military aircraft. That's not the one. That's just a file image, stock image. Right, well, anyway, it was blown up in a drone attack near Minsk by a pro-Ukraine Belarus group. Oh, this is why he wants to destabilise Belarus, because maybe the Belarusians aren't all in favour of Putin either. Meanwhile, Putin's ally, Dmitry Medvedev, isn't he the one that used to... wasn't he the president? Yeah, he was president. Yeah. Anyway, he's warning of a nuclear apocalypse. That's nice, isn't it? Was it the SAG Awards? The SAG Awards. That's in America. There's a lot of awards. Thanks, isn't it like a pre-runner to the Oscars? Oh, do we need to cover those? I don't think we do. Though I'm just looking. I'm just reading the story. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once seems to have done well. Got 4. Best Picture, Best Female Actor, Michelle Yeoh. Best Male Actor, Kai Hu Kwan. Short Round from Indiana Jones, and Jamie Lee Curtis. There you go. Though I think, she got for Best Supporting Role, but I'm just saying, SAG Awards, Best Supporting Role. There's a joke in there somewhere, but I'd be buggered if I can find it. But good luck. I'm glad they all won because I enjoyed the film. Even Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm just doing a joke. It's just my heart's not in it. But aren't the SAG Awards kind of like a pre-runner to the Oscars? So maybe I wouldn't mind if Everything, Everywhere, All at Once wins because I did enjoy it. I thought it was good. Meanwhile, let's go to Indonesia. Court news. And this is, well, we don't know her name. She's only referred to as AST. Looks a little bit crazy. Looks a little bit crazy. So what's she been pulled in for? Well, right, her boyfriend, right, who's got the initials GO, apparently threatened to spread their sex tapes when she refused to sleep with him any further. Yeah, this was at a hotel in Sibolga in northern Sumatra in Indonesia, right? Happened on February the 25th. So he was there threatening her. You could say he was blackmailing her. And she was having none of it. What did she do, Darren? What did she do? How did she handle it? Well, the couple had been together for more than a year, and suddenly howls of pain could be heard from the hotel room where they were staying. Yep, she cut off his penis. And there he is. He's going, oh my God, where's little Gio gone? But yeah, he's in hospital in intensive care, suffering from blood loss and the loss of his penis. Sibolga Police Chief Taryono Rajaja said, based on the suspect's statement, they'd been in a relationship for around 7 months, so they made an appointment to meet in a hotel. Then the man asked to have sex, which the woman refused. When he was denied, the man threatened to spread videos of their intimate activities. Then when he was ready to have a shower, the suspect carried out the attack. She took a knife belonging to the man and cut off his penis. Yeah. You could say their relationship came up short. Meanwhile, Elon Musk sacked 200 more Twitter staff and tweeted when he said when he tweeted this. Hope you have a good Sunday. First day of the rest of your life. He don't care, does he? He's got to laugh. Oh, joy. Meanwhile, more court news. This is a fella called Singing Taxi Guy on Facebook. Who? I've never heard of him. His real name's Gary Calburn, and he's better known for his social media posts on Facebook in which he warbles cheerfully at the wheel of his private hire vehicle. However, he was in court, right? He was in court because, right, he admitted to gaslighting and controlling, that's coercion, his wife during their 7-year-old marriage. Yeah, he was so abusive that he attacked her and humiliated her when a set of dishes she'd washed still had a bad odour. He sniffed the washing up. In one outburst, the father of 2 from Hindley in Greater Manchester told his 44-year-old wife, from tomorrow there'll be rules I'll make on my own and you'll have to stick to. I will smash each and every piece of tech that you and the kids have. Nice fella. This will be the last time you go against me. Seriously, you need to have a look at yourself, you useless effing parent. He looks so harmless. Look, there's an old saying, right? You catch more bees with honey than with vinegar. Be nice. Be a charmer like me. And here's his missus that he was having a go at. I tell you, he was punching way above his way above his weight, wasn't he? Should have been nice to her. What a rotter. But don't worry. He got a suspended sentence. He got a 2-year suspended jail sentence for his behaviour. There you go. And there's more insults here. He's not very nice. Not very nice. Not very nice. And here he is. He looks quite happy with his 2-year suspended sentence. And now they call him Calburn the Coercive Cabbie, won't they? That'll be his new nickname. What else is there? That's not good. Can't read that. We get to the horrible bit. Noel Gallagher has misgendered Sam Smith and called him an effing idiot. He's just saying what we're all thinking. Pronouns. Hey. Can't do that one. Apparently diesel drivers are being unfairly stung for extra 20p a litre a day. Yeah, there you go. Because meanwhile, have you ever been on a flight and found the people around you antisocial? Well, this is Lana Tolland from Scotland, right? And she was getting on a flight at Glasgow Airport, right? When a man got on a plane, bringing his takeaway with him. Yeah, imagine sitting next to that, and proceeded to eat barbecue ribs on the flight. As you can imagine, she wasn't very happy. And here she is. I like to think she's giving 2 fingers up. Doing a bit of duck face there, love. Bit of duck face. I mean, can you imagine that? Getting on a plane and somebody Meanwhile, Tesco, you're going to Tesco, you think, right, doing your shopping. You think, oh, can't get any vegetables, no lettuce, no tomatoes, no cucumber. But I tell you what I can get. I can get a bowel cancer test kit. Fun for all the family. Yeah. At home test kits to see if you've got bowel cancer or kidney problems. There you go, look at that. Now that can actually be useful for me because as I'm not a well person, I'm sick in the head. My condition could lead to deterioration of my kidneys, which is nice. But I can pop into Tesco's any time I want. Don't have a Tesco's around here. What else have we got? Are there any other good ones? Oh, I've got an animal story for the end. How long? Oh, we're nearly done. Though I've got to do a bit more because we had a bit of a false start, didn't we? Meanwhile, this is a story. Right? Where's it come from? Is it Mumsnet or something like that? Yeah, no, it's Kid Spot. That's Australia, isn't it? We've done Kid Spot before. It's like an Australian advice column, right? Laura Mazza, she answers advice on the Kidspot page, and it says, and this is the problem. My husband and I have been together for many years. We have one beautiful child together who's turning 4 soon. For 2 or 3 years now, I've been trying to discuss the possibility of trying for another baby with my husband. He shoots me down each time, becoming angry and sullen each time that I bring it up. He suffered from depression following the birth of our child. It can get to you. You think, oh God, what have I done? What have I done? All that money we spend on kids, I could be spending on records and guitars. Records and guitars. Maybe he's come a long way, and I know I've been supporting. But with each passing year, the gap between our child and any future child continues to widen, and I'm not getting any younger. Biological clock, love. My career's been on pause while I stayed at home with our child. Blah 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 blah. And he said, ask me in 2022. Right. So she asked him. This is an old story. This is how desperate the Daily Mail are. This story is from May 2022. But anyway, right, when she did mention it, he said he'd rather get another dog. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm with the husband. I'm with the husband because get another dog. Look, get another. Look, see, look. There we go. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Look, it's just like having a child. Honest, it is. So I'm with the husband on that one. Let him get another dog. Oh, somebody mentioned this fella, Scott Adams. Scott Adams is the creator of Dilbert, and he's been dropped because people say he's racist. Here he is with Dilbert. There you go. You could say he's been a bit of a Dilbert. I have no idea what the fuck's going on, but he's been distributed by his distributors. Dropped him apparently. It's nice. I think what he was probably saying was probably a bit more complicated than the presser. You know, I imagine that it's not as simple as they say it is. Who knows? We'll never know. Dilbert. There was a cartoon series of Dilbert, wasn't there? It was all right. It was all right, I suppose. But apparently, don't know. Everyone's cancelled these days. Got to be careful what you say. You can't even be a good old-fashioned racist anymore without getting cancelled. This political correctness gone mad. It is gone mad. Luckily, I hate everyone equally, so I'm never going to get cancelled. It's all right. That it's the best way to be. Just hate humanity like I do. What have we got? Have we got any others? Mr. Pothole. There's a man called Mr. Pothole. Of course there is. And he's been going around filling in. I don't know. Is he filling in the potholes? What does he do? It's Mark Morell. He is Mr. Pothole. I'll tell you, that new addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe sounds a bit dull. But yeah, he says, for the past decade, I've campaigned to raise awareness of the dangers of potholes. Forget potholes, what about the pavements? And there's this big thing about potholes. You don't live around here. Man. But they reckon a wet and cold winter has fueled Britain's pothole epidemic. Oh my God. And it's also going to make all those particulates even worse, isn't it? Look, and this is how a pothole is created. Oh my God. I know, I did explain, I do know this. If it's ice, water gets into the surface, it becomes unstable, it freezes, it dries, it freezes, it dries, and then you get a pothole. Now, one of the greatest pothole pothole fighters, do you know what he used to do? He used to go around the potholes. I wonder if I can find it. He had a very unique. Yeah, I found it. Right. He went under the name, right? He went under the name of Wanksy. It's true. And what he did is he used to draw penises around the piles, and in that way council would come along and fill him in and get rid of his graffiti. Now that's how you deal with it. Or you could be like Rod Stewart and you know, and there is a whole image gallery of, if you do the search, there's just hundreds of old penises there for you to search for. And that is how you get the job done. Getting the job done. Oh, that's a good one. Maybe we'll have that as... I think I'm going to use that as the animal story. I'm going to keep that one for tomorrow. There's quite a few. There are quite a few animal stories today. This is good. I like this. This is good. I like this a lot. But yeah, one of the things about Brexit is farmers now, they don't have a lot of the subsidies that they used to have. But the government, right, are revamping financial subsidies to farmers, right? And the new scheme called Environmental Land Management will reward farmers for conserving nature. And I reckon that a farmer could receive £50 a hectare to get rid of the grey squirrel. So look out in Tesco's and Aldi and Lidl for squirrel burgers. They will be on the menu. But I like this cartoon. This is a good cartoon. There you go. Let me just... Whoops. I'd like my hair dyed red, please. But that isn't the animal story for today. But there you go. It's not good animal story. We're not going to end on that. No, we're not. Oh God, there's another animal story. There is about 6 animal stories. I've got animal stories for the entire week. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. You don't know how hard it is for me to find good animal stories. But anyway, I think I've done enough. Oh, now I've missing the original animal story. Where's it gone? I had a good one. Wait a minute. Do. Here he is. Ping! Oh, that's a message from Verity. I wonder what she wants. OMG. Yeah, it's because Kirby finally arrived today, because even though it was due to arrive on Friday, our post didn't deliver it till today, because they're absolute. Let's talk about Oscar the Cockapoo. Here he is with his owner, Nick Wizzle. And they're from Burbage in Leicestershire, or Leicestershire, if you're an American. And, well, you're probably wondering, what's so special about Oscar? What makes him so clever? Well, Oscar has got a unique talent, right? I'm just hoping that the video hasn't got an advert in front of it. And the good old Daily Mail website. Why you no work? You no want to work for me? That don't matter. I'll just open another browser and we'll watch it in a different browser. If you're going to be like that. If you're going to be like that, then blooming will sod you. Sod the lot of you. There's an advert. Of course there is. A 1 minute 11 advert in front of a 30-second clip. But here it is. Oscar can climb up the ladder, the loft ladders. Look at that. There you go. See? He loves to follow his owner around everywhere and has even learnt to climb up loft ladders. And that is Oscar's unique talent. Well, I thought it was clever. Yep, he goes to work with his owner, who's, like I said, was a handyman, and follows him around everywhere. And here they are together. What a team. Well done, Oscar the Cockapoo. And that was probably the worst coffee time ever. It was just ping. Yeah. There we go. I've got to go for lunch now. So I'm going to quickly go through the thing. Joseph says, Darren Locke, that's me. You need to stop calling your stream Coffee Time. That's the same title the non-person Scott Adams calls his live stream. No. Joseph Frost says, and well, there may be guilt by association these days. Well, I'm a massive racist, aren't I? So, according to the loon. Well, I don't really care because, you know, it's not my problem, is it? It's not my problem. I don't care. Why should I care? No one. No one cares about me. What are they going to do? Cancel me? I've already been cancelled by life. Paul says no sound. I know, because it was all playing up. And Vince says it's all good. Thank you. And yeah, Vince is in and Paul's in. And my dog's lovely, says Paul. He's right. And Paul Flint and that's saying, says that Rishi's a WEF member. Good for him. Are you the only one here? Yeah, you are. Runs in. He says, happy Monday indeed. And I'm glad that you missed all the diabolical beginnings. And Alex is in too. And Paul says, carpe veg. I'm sure they do. Ron says, back when I were a lad, you couldn't get salad wintertime anyway. Indeed, neither could I. And I don't eat salad in the winter. People are going, oh, but you can't get a cucumber. You can't get a cucumber in February. And I'm like, I don't want cucumber in February. I don't mind having the root vegetables for stew. A nice hot stew. And Alex says, well, cucumbers are vile. Yeah, well, this is it. Tony's in. He says hi. Marley's in. He says hi from Newcastle, Australia. Both Penguin Cafe and Mike Elford brought me here. Well, I can only apologise because, you know. Harry's in. He says, how did he get on that plane in the first place? Does Glasgow have a duty-free kebab shop? Yes, he does. Apparently he has a... well, it has takeaways in the departure lounge, and he just tucked it in its box under his arm and got on board. Alex says Bob Geldof has done the same. He called Sam Smith on this morning. A few people complained, calling them... Well, again, it is all nonsense. It's all gibberish. It's all gibberish. You know, we all want to be special, don't we? We all want to be special. Pat says, thanks for doing coffee time, even though you felt like not proper. No, it's just because it all went... It's just... Technology. It doesn't always work. Brendan says, I found a good supply of cucumbers and marrows. I'm sure you have. Mr. Nude is in the chat. Kevin says, every time you show, Lola, your subs go up, not down. Go around the channel one video at a time. I know that's the Pink Floyd videos. It's the Roger Waters videos. You know. Paul says, why don't you reply to us? Because I do it at the end. Because I'm doing the thing. And then at the end, I reply. You've got to be patient. Can't do it at the same time. Where are we? Coincidence. He said, Alex says, send in you Fernley Whittenstall. He went to Wood, load of gross grills and ate them. Took a water stove with him. Well, he can do. Any Northern Lights visible? Not this way, Brendan, no. I'd have to stand on a very, very tall chair. But I know, I'm coming. I'm just reading the chat. I'll be with you presently. I'm getting told off now. Mrs. is telling me off. Poet says, I'm boycotting Radio 2 after the second of Ken Bruce. No more Jeremy Vine. Well, I don't watch Jeremy Vine anyway, because he's a bit of a plum. He rides a penny fucking farthing, for Christ's sake. Alex says, my cat climbs up the loft ladder all the time. Should I slip on the insulation? Paul says, heard about Vote Saxon 07. Vote Saxon, that's Doctor Who, isn't it? No, I don't know what that is, so I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a very naughty boy. Jen says, what do you think about the City Frankfurt cancelling Roger Waters concerts? I think they're in the right, because, you know, because he's an idiot and he likes to inflame people with his anti-Semitic rhetoric. And, he's a pro-Putin puppet. We all know this. Every right-minded person is in agreement that he's suffering from some weird delusion. But there you go. And that, I've got to go now because I think I can smell soup. That was the news. Killing the Channel 1 video at a time, except for when I do Pink Floyd / Roger Waters videos, because then they go through the roof. Ta-ta. You know you've got to drink it up.